Hello ladies and gentlemen, Groovy Guy here, and welcome to a video for a figure I've been looking forward to for quite a while. It's Power of the Primes Evolution Orion Pax to Optimus Prime. Apologies if I seem a bit rushed. This is my second go at making this video. I made like a 30-minute video, and when I went to edit it, the sound file had decided to go for a walkies. So I had the horrible webcam mic pick up the audio, and it just didn't sound great. So I'm going at it again, and hopefully this time we'll all be happy. Here is Optimus Prime in his truck mode, and he does have a visible gun syndrome. It's pegged in there. You can, if you want it to be a bit less Optimus Prime blastery, you can pop out the first part and you can sort of plug it in like that. Makes it a bit less obvious that it's a blaster. So your mileage may vary. It's kind of okay having an Optimus Prime blaster. He's not very in disguisey. The rest of the trailer is pretty good. I seem to have had a bit of good luck with the sticker placement. This one sort of slopes down and the rest is sort of relatively in line. I've seen other reviewers have peeling stickers and just general warped features on their stickers, and mine seem to be relatively okay. They are a little bit, tiny bit crooked. If I could get a spirit level on there, I wouldn't see the bubble. But I've transformed it a few times now, and it's always, I've never had to sort of reapply a sticker. It's always been pretty good. Functionality wise though, the trailer doesn't have any function. You can't actually put anything into it because it's all just essentially Optimus Prime folded up neatly. You can, if you so wish, for the one scene in the G1 cartoon, you can kind of give Huffer the trailer and you can sort of pull it along a little bit, but it's meant to be on Optimus Prime. So I'll put Huffer to the side, and as a truck trailer combo, he does roll. For some reason the wheels on the cab don't really want to roll, but you can barely see it anyway because it's black plastic on dark blue plastic. But yeah, I've had this guy sitting on the desk for about a week now. I have been feeling ill, that's why there's been a gap between my videos. And at first, when I first saw video reviews of the figure, I was kind of like, yeah, it doesn't really look that great. But now that I've got it in hand and I've been looking at it constantly for like a week, I've gotten to like it. I reckon it's a really, really good truck mode. It's not flawless, but that's because it has other, modes to take into consideration. The Matrix, you can easily pop it out in truck mode by pushing on this grey tab. This is the larger Optimus Prime head. You push it and the Matrix goes flying out, and there is the Matrix. Woo, spooky. So yeah, all in all, a very, very nice truck mode. Don't think I got it back in properly. Let's spin it around, try it this way. Come on. There we go. Close that up. Quick size comparison. Here he is with eHobby Magna Convoy, who's a repaint of Voyager Optimus Prime. So he does make a pretty decent scaled vehicle without the trailer. Pretty decent scale truck. Let's continue this video with Orion Pax, shall we? Back in a tick. Welcome back. Here is Orion Pax in his robot mode. Now this is easily the very best Orion Pax toy I've ever seen. He is very screen accurate. He's yeah, he just looks really awesome. Let's see if we can get a look at his head sculpt. There we go. And surprise, surprise, he looks just like Orion Pax from War Dawn. Ooh, what a shock there. I've always liked Orion Pax, even though you barely see him. I keep thinking he's like the Cybertron equivalent of Billy Crystal. You can also hold the blaster if you so wish. If I can, ow! See, he doesn't want to hold it. He just, even in the other video I did, he didn't want to hold it. There we go. So there is Orion Pax in his robot mode. He does have pretty decent articulation. Can go all around. No wrist swivel. That's just because of the transformation. He's got a nice elbow joint there. His head is rotating. I think it's on a ball joint. Actually, no. Oh no, there's a ball joint. Yeah. No ankle swivel. His feet do, well, his toes do flip, but that's just again for a transformation. He is just a really nice Orion Pax. Now let's get some size comparisons. If we can get him to stand still. There we go. Here he is with Generations Orion Pax. So yeah, this scale is very big deluxe or small Voyager. I can't recall exactly. Here he is with reissue Cup. Now this mold was repainted into an Orion Pax, so it's not a complete oddball size comparison. If you want a complete oddball size comparison, here he is with RC. So yeah, how's that for oddball? Yeah, there's not much else to say about Orion Pax as this mode. Hang on, here's a comparison with Henkei Optimus. So yeah, definitely a sort of Voyager scale figure, I guess. So yeah, there's not much else to say. It's awesome. It looks like Orion Pax. It will certainly be a good Orion Pax for your shelf. Let's have a look at him in Optimus Prime mode, shall we? Back in a moment. Welcome back. Here is Optimus Prime in his Optimus Prime mode. When I first saw this toy on, web images, websites and stuff, I didn't really like the look of him because I thought he looked a bit too, I don't know, boxy, because of all the trailer kibble folded around his arms and because of the way the Orion Pax legs just sort of folded up at the back here. But having him in hand, he actually does really look good. I'm glad to have him. The backpack doesn't really protrude as much as I had thought it would, possibly due to maybe the images online being of a mistransformed Optimus, perhaps. But yeah, now that I've got him in hand, he's really fun to play with, and he's just really nice to look at too. Let's see if we can get a look at his head sculpt. There we go. So yeah, that's a really nice Optimus Prime face head sculpt. Painted eyes because there's no light piping at all on this figure. But I think that is a pretty good price to pay for what is a really nice Optimus Prime toy. He can have the Matrix on display if you so wish. You just got to open up. You got to fold the frontmost windows. You got to sort of pop out and fold back a little bit. So when you get the tire out, you know you're all good. So fall back, tire out, we're all good. And inside you can see the original sort of truck cab chest. You just need to open that up. And there is the Matrix in all of its glory, ready to be passed on to whoever Prime shall deem necessary. Hopefully not Ultra Magnus or Rodimus. How about giving it to Cut? Have Cut Prime. That'll be really weird. The blaster in all its glory. I do like the look of this blaster. Even though the fact that it's obviously two guns together, it does really look like Optimus Prime's blaster, and I think that's a good thing. Articulation wise, again, there's no hand wrist swivel. He's got an elbow. He's got you can go out at the shoulders. Arm can spin right around. The smokestacks here are fake. They're faux stacks, if you will. They're just parts of the trailer that sort of fold back and forth. Legs, he knows how to use them. He's got knees, he's got hips, legs go back and forth. Feet on an ankle tilt, so you can get some wide stances if you so wish. No waist swivel. I suppose one could have been engineered into there, but that may have put the figure's price up a bit. You know, have like one of those swivel joints, because the Orion Pax section is sort of all maintained above the waist. I don't know. Maybe they couldn't get it in with that price point. Anyway, it is a really nice looking Optimus Prime toy. And let's have some size comparisons. I was speaking of blasters before. How about Leader Class Blaster? Since we haven't seen him for a while, except for the occasional off the side of the video, because that's where he sits usually. So yeah, Optimus Prime is definitely a leader scale figure. Bear with me a tick. Oh, there we go. Here he is with NK Convoy. So he's definitely a much taller drink of water. Here he is with Combiner Wars Voyager Optimus. So he's definitely a bit leaner, but he's definitely much taller. So this guy's going to definitely be my Classics Optimus, if for nothing else, the decent Matrix feature. There is Orion Pax from before. And here he is with Combiner Wars Leader Class Megatron. So yeah, definitely a very nice 2-pack with these guys. Yeah, very nice scaling with this Combiner Wars Megatron. The only other Megatron I've got is I've got Henkei Megatron floating about somewhere, but I've got Hegemon at the moment. It's my Classics Megatron, so he might be heading for the sales yard. So there's my video for Power of the Primes Optimus Prime. Time for my recommendation. Should you get this guy or not? I would say, if you're interested in having a very decent Orion Pax figure, definitely get this guy. If you want to have a nice looking Optimus Prime without having, you know, the trailer accessory sitting just off to the side, definitely consider this guy, because this is the trailer and the cab all combined into one. The only other Optimus Prime I know of that's this size is MP10, and while MP10 is this size, you still have the Optimus Prime trailer just sitting off to the side. Like I said, this is all encompassing. This is everything in the box, all being used up. You've got nothing sitting off to the side. The Matrix inside the chest is a really nice looking feature. And like I said, he looks amazing. Um, he looks much better in hand than he does on camera or YouTube video or web images. So if you're able to see him in hand, sort of, and have a play with him, definitely take up that chance. I think the main reason why I like this guy so much is because I've been hunting for him for months. I refused to purchase him online. I wanted to get him in hand at a brick and mortar store, and I think it was a thrill of the hunt that really made this figure valuable to me. But now that I've got him in hand and I've been playing with him for just over a week, I really like his Orion Pax mode. I do like his vehicle mode, even though it is obviously just sort of got some robot kibble there. It does look like a nice truck mode. And Optimus Prime, I mean, you can't really go wrong with an Optimus Prime, can you? I mean, really? Can you really go wrong with an Optimus Prime? I don't think so. I don't believe you can. So yeah, there is Optimus Prime, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but apologies for being lax again with my videos. I was feeling very ill. I'm still on the road to recovery. If you haven't yet, please do follow my Facebook page. If you aren't able to subscribe on YouTube because you don't have a YouTube or a Google account, follow me on Facebook, because that's where I have most of my updates being posted as to whether or not you can expect a video. There's usually a pretty good chance you can expect one. Speaking of videos, coming up next is probably going to be my Great Shot 6-shot comparison video. So look forward to that, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye now.